it's not just the CEO that we want to talk about here today. We also want to talk about the board. And what we've observed is that when you don't have the right transition support for an incoming CEO or CXO, this is a board risk. And Gary, I'd love it if you could talk a bit more about that.
I have had more than one experience, as have many other board members, with exactly this. And that is that you bring on a new CEO, whether it's promote from within or bring in from the outside. And they both have different profiles and different risks associated with it and opportunities. It's one thing to bring them in, but it's another to really help them set them up for success. And I have seen where that's gone wrong. I have seen where somebody comes in and there's a misalignment with the mandate, or the board has one idea what good looks like, and the CEO has a completely different idea. And it doesn't actually, it sounds ridiculous, but it doesn't become apparent until 3-6 months down the line. And then it gets really, really tricky. And so where clarity is needed is about making sure that what good looks like is everybody signs up to that. Everyone agrees on what that is. It's one thing to sign up to a headline result. Yep, we're all behind that. But then when you come to reporting it, when the CEO comes in and ends up telling the board all of the activities that they're doing, but not talking about the outcome that it's delivering. And you see the board getting really, really frustrated because the board doesn't want to hear about the swimming that's going on underneath the surface. They want to hear that the CEO knows the direction we're paddling in and knows where we're going and is doing everything it takes to get there, which includes saying when they don't have the answers and having the confidence to say, actually, I'll get back to you on that. I don't quite know what we're going to do about that yet. Or we need to bring some extra resource in to solve that. Having the courage to say, I don't know, actually is such a relief for boards to hear, because then together the board can work on it. The board can figure out what support do we need to put in place? How do we support the CEO to succeed? Because nobody wants the CEO to fail at all. We all want the CEO to succeed.
Sure.
So it's getting that dynamic right. And it's a nuance. It's reading the room. And that takes a while to kind of pick up on. And that's time that you really don't want to burn.
I can imagine. And so this is a real de-risking exercise. So once the time has been spent hiring the right CEO or finding the right person from within, lifting them up, promoting them into that top seat, this is really a way to make sure that transition happens as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, and that everyone's paddling in the right direction.